I'm the Mac Phantom, an extra-dimensional being, and this is my review for Dynamite this week. So it starts off with Moxley coming down to the ring. In the crowd, he spits out his water, which is a bit unhygienic, but never mind. He's in the ring. He's telling the truth, which he's one of the best workers in the business, because with all that stuff with CM Punk and the Elite, he did have to cancel his holiday and he became the AEW champion again. So that was good for business. And then he's kind of calling out people in the back saying if there's anyone who disagrees with him, come get some. So, if you're in wrestling, you can't have a promo without it being interrupted, of course. So Hangman comes down to the ring, and it seems like good news he's recovered from his concussion. Because we know concussion can be long term, like with Mick Foley's daughter. She's still got concussion and she can't do what she wants. She has to be careful. And of course, we haven't seen Adam Cole for a while, but hopefully he's okay. But enough of that. Paige and Moxley start to have a scrap, and they're separated by the staff. But then Moxley trips over on the ramp, but he recovers like the true professional he is. And we head into the next segment. A match between Drax Harwood and Bryan Danielson. There was no way I thought Drax would win against Bryan Danielson, because he never really does. It was kind of like, it was good wrestling, especially just before the break when Drax suplexed Danielson into the crowd. But what I was trying to say is, it's just kind of like a bit like a jobbers match. It wasn't a squash match. There was some really great wrestling in this. But Danielson won by the label lock submission. Then we have Tony Schiavone interviewing Ricky Starks, and we now learn that there's going to be a battle royal next week for the Diamond Ring. Then we've got more fighting backstage between Hangman and Moxley, and we learn they're both going to be thrown out of the building. Renee Moxley, she interviews the Blackpool Combat Club and the JAS. This just kind of served as a promo for the upcoming Ring of Honor pay-per-view. So what we learn from this is Claudio's still going to take his match, and Wheeler Yuta is taking on Daniel Garcia. Then there's Samoa Joe versus AR Fox. I like AR Fox, but then again, I like most of the wrestlers in AEW. That's why I do the videos. But sadly, this seemed like just another high-profile jobber match, which I never thought that Fox was going to win against Samoa Joe. And the match ends with Joe doing the muscle buster. And there's another interruption from Wardlow this time. We have a promo pre-recorded from Powerhouse Hobbs. Always nice to see Powerhouse. Then we have Taz talking about his son and how he won the match with the Red Rum against Lee Moriarty, and that was last week. Then we have the villainous William Regal coming down to the ring to introduce our new world champion, MJF. Then we learn after Regal had sent MJF an email, they met up and they discussed if you want to be a real villain, you've got to use the brass knucks, not the ring. And then MJF goes off on one. He says he's going to wrestle not that much and something, and reveals the new belt, which is just a leather strap with his kind of scarf pattern and the same design. And then he goes on about the bidding war of 2024. Mentions Triple H's name and WWE and stuff, and then smacks William Regal in the back of the head with the brass knucks and leaves. Then we've got Ricky Starks against Ari Daivari, another basically jobbers match. I like Ari Daivari, I like Ricky Starks, but thankfully Ethan Page interrupts this match before it gets going. He does a promo and he's always good. Follow him on YouTube every Sunday, watch his stuff, kick ass. And I hope they keep on pushing him, because he's in the Battle Royal next week and hopefully he does win the ring. But like I said, I never thought Ari Daivari would win against Ricky Starks. Oh yeah, and I've got to remember we've got Matt Hardy involved with that Ethan Page promo, and Stokely. Then we had Anna Jay versus Willow Nightingale. Right, I honestly thought, because Anna Jay is getting this push, she's in the JAS and she's with Ty Mello, that Willow Nightingale was never going to win this. But she actually did with the Doctor Bomb. It was amazing. I was so shocked. And like, Willow Nightingale is so talented and she's got so much energy when she comes to the ring. It's brilliant. This match wasn't too long, that was the only disappointment. But I was really pleased and I was just not expecting Willow to win this match. So whoever decided to take this decision for Willow to win, it's amazing. It really made this show worth watching. Willow, she's going to be such a talent in the future. But there was some interference from Ty Mello and stuff like that. But at the end, Ty Mello was just shooting her mouth off as normal. And then Ruby Soho comes back, which is great. We haven't seen her for a long time. But, you know, this women's division, if they keep making the decisions that they did in this match, it's going to be pretty good. Then we have a Jade Cargill segment, which is nice because you should focus on this person. She's really improved a lot and she's just a draw. She's amazing. It did kind of feel straight out of a WWE playbook with the balloons and all that lot and that stuff. And she talks the truth, you know, she's got it all, and she has. But then she seems to be starting a feud with Bow Wow, because he turns up on the screen and says he's going to see her real soon. Don't know what that's going to be. Are they going to wrestle? Or what? Then coming back from the break, we have a few graphics. We have a tag team match, Jake Hager and Claudio with their partners, and then we go on to Orange Cassidy and QT Marshall, which is going to be kind of like a jobber match. We all know Orange is going to win that, and he should. We like Orange Cassidy, or well, I do. And then we go straight in to our main event. It's no like big secret, you know. The Elite had to win this one, and if you've watched wrestling, you kind of guessed that, yeah, they did. Do we need to see 7 matches from these people? Yeah, because they're really good at flippy stuff, wrestling on the mat, knees to the face, all that stuff. They're amazing. There's no way. They're kind of like superheroes. And the crowd were chanting, "Fight forever." But that would be impossible, seems as your reality is dictated by time, and everyone that is affected by time in your reality grows old. And they couldn't really fight forever because they'd be old and then they'd die. But so fight until, you know, a half an hour perhaps. So in the end, Matt got the pin because Pac was doing some flippy stuff, just defying gravity or something off the top turnbuckle. He landed, but Matt got his knees up, and then a roll up, the Ishii knee san, and it was all over. Oh, if you want to know what that meant, that was Japanese for 1, 2, 3. Overall, I liked AEW Dynamite this week. Thanks for watching.